Hello and welcome, my name is Urban and today we are going to take a look at our new product. This is the Advanced Conversion Kit by Armanov and it's designed to convert calibers on your 6 and 750 Dillon machines. Now, why is it advanced? This is because this is not just an ordinary conversion kit, but it's also a conversion kit that includes upgraded accessories. So let's take a look at the individual components and also how to mount them on our 750 demo machine. So the first is the plastic case feed adapter and the case feed arm bushing, a billet machined case feed body bushing and the billet machined station 1 locator channel. Also very important is our Armanov powder funnel that is also designed to flare the cases and not only to deliver the powder. Last but not least is our shell plate and the retaining springs that you get instead of the original brass retaining tabs. Now let's take a look how these components fit to the machine and check out their amazing features. Now we are here at our 750 demo machine and we are going to take a look how to install the various parts of the conversion kit. We will be fitting a 9mm conversion kit. We will start with the case feed adapter. All you need to do is just to unhook and remove the clear plastic tube that comes from the case feeder to the arm, remove and simply slot it in until it sits. Next, we will install the case feeder arm bush. You just push the arm inside and lift out and push in the new bush. And we will install the case feed body bushing that sits here below. Unscrew the case feed body bushing. I use one Allen key that fits into the holes on each side and just unscrew it. This one wasn't very tight, as you can see. When you remove this one, you install the new one the same way. Just screw it inside and use the tool that you have to lock it in. Next thing we are going to install is the shell plate. Before we install, the differences in the shell plates. This is an original Dillon shell plate. As you can see, a little bit worn, no modifications, nothing. Now I would like to show you on the Armanov shell plate. You can see machined grooves on the bottom. Now why is this important? If any debris or spilled powder or anything gets underneath the shell plate, these channels help to remove it when the shell plate is rotating. Another feature of the shell plate is here you can see this one is flat and this one has a machined groove. This groove is designed so later when we install you will see, so the retaining spring travels through this groove and you can remove the brass pins entirely. Let's take a look on how to install it and how it works. To remove and change the shell plate, first bring the shell plate arm to its top position. So the indexing ring is all the way back because here you have a retaining screw you need to loosen. This screw holds the main bolt and prevents it from getting loose. When this screw is loose, you can use the big wrench to loosen the tool head bolt and unscrew it entirely. Remove the retention wire. This wire will flick the complete bullets to your bin. And now you can simply lift off the original shell plate. As I mentioned before, you will not need the brass tabs anymore, so you can remove them. And now we are set to install the Armanov shell plate. The installation is basically the reverse process as we just did. So you mount it and make sure it sits on the retaining bearing here, so it sits nice. And you can reinstall this ejector wire like this. When this is set, just use the original bolt and screw it back in. Make sure the bolt does not sit on the wire and tighten the bolt till the end. Now you see this does not move. We have to set it a little bit back so the shell plate rotates as it should. Do this in small increments so your shell plate will be tight with no wobble and will travel smoothly. When this is set, we use the Allen key also to tighten the retaining nut so the shell plate bolt will not get loose. When we have installed this, you can lower shell plate down. We will install the retaining spring. It is super simple, it just clips in place. We will start with the small end that attaches to the primer mechanism on this side, and the large end with this U-shaped cutout attaches underneath, clicks on the pin that holds the indexing spring. When you have this installed, just simply route the spring on the outside of the shell plate, and your shell plate is now installed. Next part we will install is the Station 1 locator channel. Simply pull back the case feeding mechanism and remove the old one and simply slide in the new. So the last part we need to install is this Armanov powder funnel. As you can see, I have pre-installed a complete 9mm die set, and I will only show you how to install the powder funnel. First, as you can see, the fail-safe rod was already removed, and if you have the Armanov quick detach for powder measure, this is a really fast thing. Simply pull off the powder measure and drop the powder funnel inside. Now, as this is preset to 9mm, I don't need any adjustments, but if you change between calibers, adjustment of this die will probably be needed. Let's move this one back again and connect the fail-safe. Now the complete caliber conversion is ready. So now that we have installed our advanced conversion kit on our Dillon 750, let's take a closer look at some of the advanced function it offers. First, let's take a look at the shell plate, which is machined from billet aluminum. This means the action is extremely smooth and precise. Second, we can see the Armanov powder funnel in action as it flares the case, but not in a standard V shape, but in a U shape, which means the cases have a nice open neck with consistent neck tension, and also this powder funnel allows you to use an automatic bullet feeder. Here we can see when the bullet feeder will deliver the bullet, how nicely it sits into the case. As you can see, the bullet sits nicely and deeply, and this means that you will have no trouble with the bullets toppling over. Also here we can see the spring retainer in action. This means that first of all you do not need to use any brass tabs like I mentioned before. You can see I have removed them. The second really good function is if you need to check something, doesn't matter on which station, you just simply remove and pull out the brass. You can also reinstate it very quickly, and also because as you can see here, the brass is constantly under tension. This will minimize or completely remove any case wobble and also prevent your powder if you're reloading high powder volume or open ammunition or something like that. This will prevent any powder from being lost, from spill out of the case of any vibration that may be happening on the table or on the machine itself. I have shown you how to install the springs on the 750 machine, and now I will show you also the 650. Is remove this spring-loaded tab on the primer sitting station. Be careful when removing it, because there is a spring inside, so you will not lose it if you want to go back someday. Remove the screw and washer and gently remove the tab, and also you see the spring. A little bit fiddly, but it comes out. When you have done this, you will reuse the screw and start with this part of the 650 spring mount. Just locate hole on top of each other and put the screw inside, like this. Let me show you again, just a little bit tightened. Yeah, so it is like this. And when tightening down, just make sure it will sit approximately like this. Let me tighten it down and then I will show you. When you tighten down, it should look like this. This will hold this end of the spring. So now we will install the bottom part of the spring. As you can see, you have here a small tab. I am using this just to show it needs to sit like this. You will be mounting it on this back edge behind the indexing spring holder. So you go back and up, you see? And this is it. Now you can pull the spring tight around the shell plate and the assembly is complete. So as you can see, this advanced conversion kit is basically the same to install on your Dillon machine, but features quite a few really good upgrades that will bring your reloading game to another level. If you like this product, you can find it in the link down below. If you like our content, please give us a like and subscribe to our Armanov YouTube channel, and you can also leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching.